On Monday of this week, in a fundraiser with donors, President Biden, for the first time, referred to Donald Trump as a convicted felon. He said, quote, "Folks, the campaign entered uncharted territory last week. For the first time in American history, a former president that is a convicted felon is now seeking the office of the presidency. This isn't the same Trump who got elected in 2016. He's worse." Accurate statement? Trump is a convicted felon. He is a former president. He is running for president again. He is definitely not the same. He is, in fact, worse. No lies detected. But the folks over at Fox and Friends could not handle this claim, so they apparently lost their damn minds that President Biden accurately referred to Donald Trump as a convicted felon, and they warned President Biden on Tuesday morning that you're disenfranchising convicted felons across the country. Like, why are you pissing off an entire demographic? Even though President Biden did not actually disparage convicted felons. But here is what Brian Kilmeade said on Fox and Friends on Tuesday. You know what's also risky? And believe it or not, I got this in the New York Times. I didn't realize this, but there's so many convicted felons out there that maybe they had an addiction, or they feel they were unjustly charged, or they had an indiscretion in their younger life, and they feel as though, not being able to vote, even though the president can vote in Florida, not being able to vote, not being able to travel to certain places, this is a scarlet letter they live with. And the number's like 70 million. And when you start ripping the president, you're a convicted felon, you're a convicted felon, there's a question now. Are you alienating a lot of those people who say this case doesn't make any sense? And this happened to me, whether it was legitimate or not, whether you were found innocent or not, whether you had an indiscretion, but you're now in your 60s and 70s and you still got this hanging over your head and your kids are embarrassed and your family's embarrassed. Those were supposed to be the Democrats' people. They said for years they were advocates for the felons to be able to vote. Now because Donald Trump and then we don't want felons to vote. They said they don't want nonviolent offenders to be behind bars. Now because it's Donald Trump, he should be jailed. Wow. Okay. Listen, Kilmeade and any other Republicans out there, if y'all want to have a real talk about prison reform, about sentencing reform, about giving rights back to people who lost them because they were convicted felons, let's have that conversation. Let's talk about reformative justice. Because, by the way, that's what Democrats are all about. We're not saying nobody should go to jail, but we are saying that jail should not just be you're locked up, we'll deal with you when your sentence is over. No, jail should be reformative. People should be getting help. They should be able to leave jail rehabilitated to where they're not going to become repeat offenders. But our system is not set up that way, and we need to fix it. That's what those of us on the left have been saying. But here you are, finally, for the first time in your life, most likely, worried about the plight of felons in America. Why are the Democrats being so mean to Trump now? Like, you can't have it both ways. You have to understand that there are problems with the system. There are problems with the sentencing. There are problems with black people being arrested and charged and sentenced more harshly than a white person with the same crime. You have to address all of the injustices in the criminal justice system. You cannot pick and choose which ones you do and do not like. But don't try to hang this on the head of the Democrats, okay? What you're really doing is saying, please don't mention that Donald Trump is a convicted felon because polls are already showing it's going to crush him in November. That's what you're pissed off about. You're not pissed off about the justice system being unfair to people. You're pissed off because you guys backed the wrong candidate. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.